get it. All right, top to top. It's your boy Jay, Super Saiyan Jaffe.
Cool guy JD on the IG.
Cooler than the other side of your pillow. It's plugged in at Jimmy Thump.
And your boy Hefebossup.
He's back. Violators. My guy is back. First off, thanks for popping up on us.
You already know,
Two times.
Two times.
And that's what it is, man. You know the vibes. That is love. Last time we did something special. We got some good views on that. People wanted to plug in, see what's good with you. And we appreciate you coming through with us.
Of course.
My man Hefe be working. My man Hefe be working.
Yeah, damn if I haven't met somebody that doesn't know Hefebossup lately.
I mean, that's the thing, man. Friend of a friend. That's the code I live by.
When you working, you networking, you connecting, you just on your grind, you steady hustling. That's how it be. And
one thing I always learned when I came up in this music stuff was I used to always sit back and look at it and be like, dang, it feel like I can't get a show, I can't get this, I can't get on this. And I used to always have the mentality that it's always everybody like that. Only when somebody's your friend will they make sure that they put you in the situation. Sometimes it's like that in Buffalo, but really not all the time. For the most part, it's just you gotta work. And if you're not working, then you can't be looking for blessings just be coming your way because you're not working towards any blessing. You can't just, it's not just going to drop.
Preach, my brother, preach.
It's all about the work.
The Bible said a man who does not work does not eat.
Amen.
The thing is, we was just talking about that. Like, honestly, these days, that's the gist of me and the Violators conversation. Me, JD, and James, just working, man. We've been like, we see you grinding, man. You stay with about 15 stories up.
Man,
like,
eyes work like a Rihanna hit. Drake feature.
It's supposed to be like that, though. You keeping that constant buzz around you, keeping your name everywhere, like. That's one thing I want to talk about. But before we get deep into everything, because we're going to have a nice conversation before we dive in. But Violators, you see the vibes. Merch dropped. Come on.
Hey, if you like that gold, I went with the gold Violator tee because I look good in gold. You know what I mean? Purple and gold like the Lakers. Gold like Tom Brady's ring, baby. You feel me?
Oh, my God.
$25 while supplies last.
Bro,
my bad. I'm sorry. Everybody know that ring is black.
Violator podcast.
That's costume jury.
Nah, them diamonds is crystal clear.
You know, it's Steeler Nation. We coming for that ring. You did.
Tom Brady got the same amount of ring as y'all.
He got the same amount of rings as us, but that don't mean nothing.
Well, he got more rings than Mean Joe Green. What you saying?
Listen, because the way this football stuff is going, I'm not liking it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
I feel like, all right, they're down. I hear them on First Take questioning my man's Ben Roethlisberger. Like he had, but hear him out. He got two rings. I could have swore in this whole game of this football and sports period, it's about getting the rings, right? If it's about getting the rings, you got to look at how many people don't have rings or have never had rings that are quarterbacks or got close enough. Like, but then you still looking at the dudes who are in the league that got the rings and you still putting hampers on them Eli could crap the bed for the rest of his career.
I mean,
but if not another football
5 years, though.
But if not another football quarterback out the NFL is going to step up and get 2 rings like he got, and they just going to get all these good stats and padding stats. Like, it's just like Russell Westbrook. You can pad James Harden. You can pad all these stats you want. But when you don't get that ring, it's crazy because I'm like, how you talk down on somebody who has a ring, regardless if it was 10 years ago or not?
Violator Sports.
We get ready for Violator Sports.
Violator Sports.
All right, you got
special.
Eli with 2 rings, but you also got Peyton with 2 rings. Peyton had all the records. All the records before Drew Brees came and got them shits. But all the records.
But it seems it's always a what have you done for me lately system, and I get that, but how many quarterbacks in the NFL got rings? How many don't got rings?
Bro, that's a compelling. But now you gotta give him that.
Aaron Rodgers got
argument.
one, and they talk about him like he's a god just because you throwing up Hail Marys, bruh. You got that. Them Hail Marys didn't get you that one ring. I'll tell you that. Them Hail Marys got you to other places, but look at. You know what I'm saying?
You got to look how deep it is. They got lists. They have top 10 lists of quarterbacks, like the top 10 best quarterbacks to never have won a Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Like it's not easy. I respect Brady. I respect it.
Let's look at it. My man is not the fastest. He's not as athletic as
He's
Aaron.
actually the slowest.
He's the slow. Like he's not the fastest. He's not as athletic as Aaron. He can't make people miss.
Your man
like
eats sensu
Russell.
beans in the cut.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. Beans, he cheats.
Yes, he does.
They need to check
He
those
eats
for
sensu
steroid
beans.
pills.
He be in the hyperbolic time chamber.
Golden Tate having fertility problems, and all y'all worried about is his steroid problem. No, you need to check Tom Brady. What's in them sensu beans and that kale he be eating?
It's goat cheese.
That's au natural.
It's goat cheese.
See, Violator, see this the energy I'm talking about. See this, bring it back. Go back to Hefebossup episode 1. We had him on. Same exact conversation. My man bleed for that yellow and gold. That, what is that?
Not
that black and gold.
That black
Yeah.
and
My
gold.
man bleeds
Black
that.
and yellow, black and yellow.
When was the last time y'all won a championship? I know we've been stopping y'all there. We've been waiting y'all for. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this: if y'all was a prom date, y'all suck because we've been waiting for you at the dance.
That's why
and y'all never showed up.
Gronkowski been smoking crack lately.
And we don't need him there. We don't need him there.
Yeah, all right.
We don't need him.
On this
Y'all need
episode
papers,
of Catching Up with Hefebossup,
Right?
the boys argue about Steelers versus Patriots dynasties.
Because
meanwhile, I can't say nothing because I'm a Bills fan.
Because
And we gotta scratch
the
off
thing
everything we get.
Because the thing is, I would love to say the Steelers was a rivalry with us, but they not. Because every time we supposed to see them at the AFC Championship, they never there. How y'all let the Jags get there before y'all?
You talking real good for a man. Your quarterback going to his 20th season?
My man's 41.
Patriots next year are 4-12.
I'm saying
I bet you that.
the Patriots might.
If we
shit
go
the bed.
4-12, I'll buy you Ace of Spades.
I don't think they're gonna go 4-12.
Okay.
Hey, well,
I
goddamn
don't
it, we
think I'm
gonna
buying Ace
go
of
back.
Spades.
All right, now, well, listen, Violators. I like it.
Ring it in, Jay. Ring it in.
Giving you a preview of some Violator Sports, which is coming back in September. You already know.
Do the Patriots play the Steelers?
This season?
Yes, we do.
All right, we're gonna have to. You coming back?
Oh,
for that game?
And
no,
if y'all go
not
to the first
before.
episode of me, you see that Juju jersey on. I'm lit like Juju, and we definitely gonna get these boys the voodoo. You dig?
Everybody want to be like Jew. Everybody want to be like Jew.
Yeah.
Insider, read between the lines. But yo, Violators, man. We got my man Hefe back on the panel, blessing us.
My man.
Having some good talks. But I want to say, man, I had to write it down. I went back and watched the other episode we did, and I'm like, you know what? Let me refresh myself. Let me do my homework. So, man, up until this point now, I know you got a lot of shit going on. Last episode, man, we talked the difference with your fan base having kids as fans.
Right.
How you react to that. How do you respond to that, showing love and support back to your fans. And, you know, a lot of things you said was interesting to me. It was, like I said, I went back and watched, and I was like, that's what's up. Like, you was talking about a lot of showing that same support and love back that you receive from your fans, going to hockey games.
Right.
You know, just pulling up and just having a presence.
Of course.
That's deep as hell. I know you still on that shit.
I mean, I haven't like I'm not gonna lie, like I haven't it hasn't really much, like kids ain't in school right now, you feel me?
Right.
A lot of kids are, for the most part, a lot of my fans, what I can see, like I watch the Instagram stories, or they be on vacations in Aruba and all of these wild places, and I just be like, see, I mean, like y'all living life, like, so when y'all go back to school, yeah, I be, man, I be sitting there, I'm like, man,
I'm trying to
jump
ride
in
a
your
dolphin.
suitcase, let me jump in your suitcase, pack me up in some clothes or something, bro. I'm there. I'll take that chance. I'll find my way back.
Man, we brushed on a lot of stuff like talking being blessed, coming up in the rap game, how you started out. Obviously, Violators, some football talk. My man's, he represent that Steel City.
Yeah.
Steel Curtain, you already know. We talked a lot of that. We talked some AB.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the topics that we brushed about was your name, Hefebossup.
Yeah.
We spoke on how you use a Hefe, but you didn't want to put the J like Spanish, so people was calling you Jeffe.
Yeah.
And you were saying that Boss Up was built on self-success, undermining premonitions.
Yes, sir.
So heavy workload, Violators. We really went in. So I'm I want to say, man, I've been on your stories. Obviously, I've been on the page. You my man, so you already know I'm plugged in. This was inevitable. I see you working.
Definitely, sir. God bless.
Hell yeah. Like you keeping a steady presence, and that's what it's about, especially in the town. It's a lot of people working right now. A lot of people got their shit going. How you feel about how everything moving right now? Like Buffalo culture just right now, like present day right now.
I feel like it's moving at an amazing pace. I like seeing more shows that's coming out. I like seeing everything that's going on and just the way everybody's like connecting and vibing and networking. Like I had a chick who like had a blog, who does a blog. Shout out Chandra the writer. She does a blog locally, and she kind of just I told expressed to her like services like that is what we didn't have in Buffalo. We don't have somebody to really document us as artists on paper or on a website.
At your job?
Who?
Chandra the writer. Is that the girl we met at your job?
I'm not sure. Could have been.
We're gonna have to look into that because I think we might have met her.
Yeah, she shows up to a lot of shows.
Like, I respect that because she knows people.
Yeah.
Like I wish I had.
You sure that's
I don't know. I don't know. I hope so. But I think so.
Probably.
But yeah, she's just things like that, like arising in Buffalo to when I first started music stuff like 4 years ago. Like it was like we didn't really have we didn't have any blog writers. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have anybody that's doing podcasts. We didn't have anybody that's really able to document anything from artists locally at all.
Right.
Besides shows. And now it's just such an amazing growth that I'm excited to see what the future holds for the near future and even like farther than that.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because we did the episode. Shout out Struggle Clothing for having us on last week with the same dude.
Sir,
when we
go see that if you haven't watched it yet.
Oh, make sure you double back and plug in. But so when we did that interview, you know, we realized we did a lot of talking, and one of the things we said was how we're artists and we're creators. We're creating content.
Exactly.
And in the state of Buffalo rap, the state of Buffalo culture in and of itself right now, I think is real. Like we got a nice little eye on us. It's a buzz in the town right now. And like you said, people working. People trying to put the best content they can out. Like you said, you don't got now you got the blog sites and you got the podcasts and you got people highlighting and documenting like the culture. Like that's continuing to help put the word out
exactly
on the town.
Exactly.
Well, I think, going back to what we've been saying a long time, Buffalo supports Buffalo. I think that's been huge lately. I've been feeling it lately.
Yeah, I've been feeling it too.
Big time this summer. Everyone's just trying to work together and make each other better.
Right.
Inspiration, competition, create good
time's
product. Time is now. Buffalo support. # Buffalo supports Buffalo.
Buffalo supports you. Already know.
Yes, sir.
So what's going on now with you, man?
Are we in the busy season?
I'm actually finishing up my project. Long time coming is the confirmed name for the next project, and it's gonna probably be about 7 to 9 songs, all different vibes. Each song is literally a different vibe. I can't even. It's crazy because I think I've been recording so much music in the past like year and a half that like ever since I dropped I dropped Boss Up, then I dropped Just the Beginning last year, and then it's like this year is kind of like I took my time actually promoting my singles. Like I said before, promoting your singles actually does a lot of good when you kind of just drop a song and move along. Like if you don't have at least 100 listeners, you push and promote that one song, that one record, so that way you can actually gain enough listeners off the one record so enough people can hear you, and then enough people want to see what you have next, then you can go accordingly.
That's a fact.
You know the craziest thing is, like, I was on Facebook because I didn't have you on Facebook.
Right.
Like my man's Mac, my man AJ, we from the same area and everything, he be rapping and everything. AJ, we gonna get you on here sooner or later, bro. I've been bullshitting you, but I'm gonna make that shit happen. We gonna get that shit happen. But I saw he shared one of your videos and everything. Like the plug came in. What was
the pack came in.
The pack came in.
Available now on all platforms: Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, Apple Music, even YouTube Music. If you got it, you feel me?
Plug that thing, you know.
Boys was begging like, "Yo, man, drop your new music, man. What you doing?" Like they was sharing it, like, "Drop your new music, man."
Cause I've been trying something new recently. Like I've been doing snippets and I upload them to Instagram a lot too, and I'll even take those same snippets and upload them to Facebook. Facebook's a little fickle. You've been a little fickle. I always end up getting blocked on there. So when I do get a good steady stream of
different.
Love,
yeah.
I know one thing. That was some love when you was sniffing that bag when the pack came in.
Yeah, I saw that one.
I'd have been dancing like you if you was happy too, man. Damn.
Wait, so
when my man opened up at the beginning, when you opened up the refrigerator,
now that was great too.
That's my that song. That was a snippet for my barbecue. That's the song called Barbecue. You feel me? Like I'm literally putting my meat on her grill. You dig? So I was just when I did that little joint, I was like, yo, what's some fun? People do funny Triller videos all the time, so I figured what's the funniest thing I can do. Cause like I said, like I'm a jokester at the same time, and I always want to get people, like when people pay attention to my social media, like I have fun.
Yeah,
I laugh at life problems
that's
because
what it's all about.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like you can put out there that you're just as artist, but then when people get around you, that's all they're gonna look for. Mm-hmm. I plan on doing comedy when I'm like in my late 50s, early 60s. You feel me? Like I'm still gonna be on stage in a form. And shit, if you want me to kick some raps, I will, but I will do some comedy. I will be able to do that.
I'm about to press you on this because I'm good with pressing the heart of it, man. I don't appreciate you.
What?
With that goddamn bull at Yellowstone, that damn bison in Yellowstone, you calling Tom Brady get hit by the buffalo. I don't appreciate that.
You already know, right?
Listen, Tom Brady he's the shooter. We shoot that buffalo down.
If he came into Buffalo and he was walking amongst a bunch of drunk Buffalo Bills fans or Bills fans, period, 9 out of 10 odds. I know more Bills fans that'll punch him in the face as opposed to respecting him for the rings that he has. So
exactly.
that would literally be him getting tossed by the Buffalo.
Honestly, Tom Brady would have a bunch of buffaloes with him that has guns and that shoot him. Lumberjacks is gonna shoot him down.
Technically speaking,
because for real. Seriously, that shit crazy. But anyway, I didn't appreciate that, okay? Because when we come up in Buffalo, that's what we do to y'all.
As far as when I went to the Bills games and I've seen the Patriots leave, they do something special for their bus. They make sure they leave before all of the fans even leave the arena.
Yeah.
They make sure.
Country, Bills Mafia, baby.
I'm not gonna lie.
Mob ties.
I remember I used to work for a group home, and I was just smack dab in Bills Nation. And mind you, like every time I go up in Bills Nation, I feel like an infiltrator. Like
Monday Night Football.
Like definitely Monday.
Never wore a Patriots jersey to a Bills
no, he
game.
know better. He know better.
I would have violated Sports City.
He know better.
I be blended in, man. I got my camo on. But listen, shit was crazy because it's like, dude was like, like I said, I worked at a group home, so he was like, hey, I love your, and this is when Gilmore, he had the 27, and he's a Patriot now, but we ain't gonna bring that up. Gilmore had the 27.
Bum and run Gilmore.
Bump and run.
Bump.
I know.
No, I like the first way.
Wasn't he the first team all defensive last year?
He just now got his first pick.
But he got that when he got with Bill Belichick.
He been batting away balls. That's what they know him for, knocking the ball away.
But wasn't that the play that got us in the Super Bowl when he played Jacksonville and he batted that well? Look, didn't he get the Super Bowl interception in the Super Bowl last year? Okay, bump and run Gilmore. Bump and run Gilmore. He was a bum with y'all. He was a stud with us.
He was a bum with the Bills.
That's besides the point. That's beside the point.
Don't throw the squad under the.
I'm just saying. I'm talking to a Patriots fan, so I gotta separate it a little bit differently.
But listen,
I'm on the outside looking in.
He might not have made that play if he was guarding AB, and he probably would have shut AB down. But he not with y'all no more, so I don't care.
Stephon not that nice.
See that bump and run? That's when you get burnt. That's why a lot of times you see it. There's more plays of him getting burnt out there than there is of him actually playing better defense.
We working on that. Okay. We working.
Wait. This is not Violator sports.
I know.
I want to talk about Hefe's music.
But let me get back to it.
Question.
Let me get back to it. Before you get there, like I was at the group home and everything, and it was a Stephon Gilmore jersey. It was nice. It was stitched. It was a 27. You know I love 27. That was my football number. And he was like, "Hey man, I love that jersey you got on." He was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Thank you, brother." He was like, "Yo, I got a Tom Brady jersey." I'm like, "Dude." I was like, "You don't go on Bill's country and tell him you got a Tom Brady jersey." Dude looked at him. He was like, "Yeah, that's good. Burn it."
and that he knows better. You know better.
You
do
live
better.
and learn.
Only jerseys I'm burning is Kawhi Leonard Spurs jerseys.
Why? He won MVP.
Fuck him.
You are
A lot of people feel that way. A lot of people feel that way.
Spurs Nation. Yeah.
We always gonna clash. Oh, I don't even care. Like we Lakers now. We worry about the Clippers. We ain't worry about the Spurs no more. Them times in the past. Tim Duncan.
You gonna sleep? You gonna sleep on the Spurs? He gonna sleep on the Spurs. But all these teams that look good on paper, when the Miami Heat looked good on paper, who was in there taking care of them?
Listen,
San Antonio.
We already did an episode called Lakers in 4.
Ooh.
We already beat y'all though.
With Ray Allen.
Which I might have to take back, by the way.
Oh.
I might have to take that Lakers in 4 thing, by the way.
Redacted.
The West, I can't just give it to the West. No,
Because
you can't.
DeMar DeRozan is coming as a man possessed. You think he's playing now? You
DeMar
think
DeRozan is sacrificial lamb.
he's gonna be coming through taking
He's a
everybody's
sacrificial
I
lamb.
agree with you on that. You is. I agree.
You think he's gonna let this deal down that the Raptors won that
Listen,
championship with
DeMar DeRozan then took her to Panos. He then took her to Texas Days in Brazil. Kawhi came in, Netflix and chilled, and got the panties.
That is a fact.
1 year, hit it and quit it. Okay.
That's a
Wait.
yeah.
This is not Violator sports.
Okay.
James,
Answer your question.
You know how I go. We a month out. We getting a little antsy.
I know.
We go back to
Listen,
the nature of the beast.
I gotta talk to Hefe about his music though, because he says he's got a new project coming.
Yes, sir.
7 and 9 songs.
Yes, sir.
Different vibes.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about it. What's going like? So when you say different vibes, were you looking at like was that the goal, or were you just playing around with all sorts of different styles and methods and?
I mean, like, I recorded so many songs over the past year and a half that when I recorded them, it's kind of like I'm at a process where now I can kind of go through and pick. And there's certain times where I got to write all my songs that I recorded down on a notepad in my phone, or else song won't be touched for a meantime in the computer, and I feel like it'll be lost. And it might be some hard stuff, so I'm like, yo, I gotta go through, and that's when I basically went about like doing this project. Like I pieced through and picked through like what's gonna be a couple songs that'll be relatable to people in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like what's a couple songs that people I'm gonna have some lit stuff on my project regardless, but I want to take it in the direction of I want to show people like yo, like it's more to me than just being lit. Like I go through some shit too. Like being lit is just kind of like a bigger part of my life, but at the same time, like we all go through some shit. Like I throw out there how my mom died. You feel me? Like what it did to me, things like that. Like,
R.I.P.
I appreciate that. You feel me? Like I speak on a lot in this project. You feel me? And a lot of the couple R&B type songs, if you will, they're not even traditional R&B songs.
Can we leak the name?
Huh?
Can we leak the name?
Take My Place. And
so you haven't even picked yet.
What?
You haven't picked the name, have you?
Oh no, for the project?
Yeah.
Oh, I said it. Long time coming.
Long time coming. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
So basically,
that's that Sam Cooke right there.
So basically, we getting a more like raw version of you. Like you putting yourself more out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's one of those things where I've condensed it, because normally like I would have had like probably like 15 songs, you feel me? But I learned that like the listening ear, like if I want my whole project to be heard, sometimes people might only get through song 6 or song 7.
Listen, that'll fit on vinyl. You can fit that many on vinyl, and I buy that shit. I only buy music on vinyl now.
I never actually did nothing on vinyl, but watching West Side Gun and Conway, like, and how they do their I admire their sales and promotion as to how they do things. That's why, like, even when I drop a project, I'm still gonna do physical copies of CDs at least. Because there's still it's still a tangible piece.
Oh, I love physical media. I love it.
And I feel like a lot of kids don't have CD players, or a lot of people have said to me, even when I dropped my last project, like, how am I supposed to listen to this? But I really want to get people into the habit of understanding, like, this tape, this CD is a tangible piece of something from me. So it's not even like you're wondering how I'm going to play this. You're going to go download it on Spotify or iTunes for the shorts, you feel me? Like 99 cents to $2.99, where opposed you going to come and buy this tape, this physical tape for $10, you feel me? But it's full length from front to back. You can reversible covers. The CD itself has,
and it's uncompressed.
We in that market now in this day and age, that digital.
Yeah.
See, I don't see. So for my situation, I have Spotify for what I'm doing my daily listening. But any artist I'm interested in, any new music I buy, is vinyl, because I love the experience. I love putting it on.
I have a friend that's big on vinyl. Like, I love the quality of music.
That's why I said West Side Gun and Conway, because if vinyls and record players were thought of to be lost already, and they're still selling vinyls for upwards of $5,000, you see what I'm saying? That just goes to show. So why wouldn't I still sell CDs even long after there's no CD players in cars anymore? I'm still gonna sell CDs because it's tangible.
People want that,
and especially when people in other countries, it's such a different thing. Some people in other countries, no matter how much technology catches up, they still got a damn CD player. People in Germany, people in, like, the Ukraine, like even sometimes even more impoverished areas, they have CDs. They can afford to. They still want to support, but how are they going to listen?
Job.
That's a good way to. I didn't look at it like that. That's smart as hell.
That was my first job.
What?
Selling CDs.
Back in the day?
Back in the day. I was selling my brother's CDs. He had My Testimony, Radio Music Love. I used to just take my friggin' Timberland book bag.
I remember.
Go to the mall. I remember just going to the mall with $5 in my pocket and have 160 by the end of the day. Just be like, go up in there and be like, listen, it's 17 tracks on the CD.
Judah Hustler.
You pick a number. I bet you it's fire. Like, that right there, and it's crazy because, like, even still to this day, you go to the Galleria, and you got boys that's just pitching like the pitch ain't there. You know what I mean?
That's why the people in New York City back me up. Like, don't hold out don't hand me your tape. I get my tape in your hand, I'm looking at it, and all the way through me looking at it, you talking about it, and then you like, so, or the last thing I hear is, bro, all I need is a donation. So when I say, okay, a donation, and I'll be like, bro, here go $2.
It's not about a donation.
But the thing is, I could give you $2. You asked for a donation. You didn't give me a straight up price.
This ain't Make-A-Wish.
If you give me a straight up price, I might pull that out of my pocket and give it to you. But when you ask for a donation, I'm like, okay, here go $2. You should be grateful with that because you asked for a donation. But when you take the shit back out your hand and then be like, that wasn't the number $2 wasn't what you were looking for. It's not enough. The pitch got to be there, like.
And that's the thing. My man T-Rock, he had to pitch down pack. Like, the reason I'm able to work in the field that I'm able to, I've worked for Spectrum, talking to different people. I done worked selling Kirby's. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about you looking at the dollar. I'm not looking at you. You know what I mean? When I'm coming in to fix, somebody's problem, I'm looking at, the problem. I'm not looking at you.
Right.
Like, I'm going to fix, like, I run into people all the time. You know what I mean? And, like, at the end of the day, it's like the experience you get from, what the hell you selling. When you got something good, it's going to sell itself. You know what I mean? Like, it don't take much. Like, all you got to do is try it. You might like it.
And that's why I tell people, like man, when Ski Mask put me on to, like, yo, when you create a fan base, you want to have a cult following. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's when you can drop one project a year and like he did what, like 4.5 million streams in like 24 to 48 hours. You see what I'm saying? Like that's the type of fan base to where they're so loyal. They know you're still here. They know you're constantly working. They're not upset. They're not quick to go unfollow you, and then if you haven't dropped a song in a couple of months, because they know that everything that you drop is gonna be so you just working your ass off to put this all into even that one project that they rock with you so heavily. You might make $1 million off that project, but that's the cult following. That's why that even goes to even with Nipsey. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, on his standpoint, like selling your first, not being signed to no major label, but you could sell your first project for $100 a copy. You feel me?
Own the rights to all your masters.
Yeah, then you could sell your next copies for $1,000 a piece. You feel me? Jay-Z coming by a whole bunch. You feel me? Like things like that. And it's not that you're nobody, but you already stated your worth, and you show it through your work ethic.
Facts.
That's a fact.
Speaking of work ethic, clean myself up. It's a little hot in here. I'm sweating a little bit. It is what it is. I wanted to say one thing, man. Violators, you may notice that little toy in the corner right there. Got that Hefebossup action figure, man.
Yeah.
First of all, Hef, my guy, explain to me where this came about, because I love it. I love it.
Man. Shout out my mans at he got his Stone Cold vest on, Punisher vest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
shout out my mans at the Toy Box Laboratory. You dig? He looked out. He's a local dude. You feel me? He works on toys for like mostly like people who do local comic books and things like that of their own nature. But you know what I'm saying? Like I worked with him at Amazon, and it was crazy because he just came up to me one day. It was just like, yo, I see your Instagram. I do toys and things like that. Yeah, at first it sounded a little bit weird to me because I'm like, I never really heard of nobody, you know what I'm saying, but that's another service. You see what I'm saying? That's a service that people take for granted, as well as like they'll think I really wouldn't want something like that. Why not? I remember when I seen Travis Scott like have that on like the rodeo joint. Like I was like, yo, I need my own action figure. You feel me? And when he put this together, how I wanted him to put it together, it was kind of like, it was just unbelievable. Like every time I look at it, you feel me? Like I'm just like,
that's crazy. You have your own action figure. That's
action figure.
Probably the coolest thing in the world.
Now I want to say, where can your fans, your real fans, where can they find that? Because I remember it might have been a week or two ago, you was doing a contest and you was giving one away. So it's pretty much like that. Your fans could they could win it, or is it anywhere up for sale, anything like that?
I mean, we're still getting like a bunch more in the works, and a couple we're trying to put a couple deals together so we can figure out how we can actually get a massive amount. You feel me? And then actually work out prices from there. But as far as that, we're gonna actually have that as soon as we get the website. As soon as the website's set up, everything's kind of already in play and jotted down as to what we need, and it's kind of just like, once we get the website worked on, it's just implementing everything onto the website. But we already and we have certain things in stock as well too. So building stock as well as trying to get the website set up correctly. But then once everything's set up, I don't like not having anything. You feel me? Like I like if I'm not really working on getting the website down pat correctly right now, I'm still wanting to do some things on the back end that's gonna set me up to when the website comes, I already got some inventory, I already got some stock.
That's key. That's keeping yourself busy. That's keeping you, and so when your shit do drop, you got all the content you need. You got all the quality right there.
I might have somebody for you for that.
Okay,
we'll talk. Back to that. Also, watching your story. You know, you came in with the Good Pussy Inspired Me hoodie last time. Now you got the shirt. You know what I mean? You know, we finally got our stuff up and going. You know what I mean? It's available for pre-order. You know what I mean?
Cash at the Violators.
Cash at $, the Violators.
One
you
word.
Know what I mean? And honestly, we want to do the pop-up shots, but like seeing you at that pop-up shot in Rochester, like, hold on, before that, did you go to Juicy Seafood before that?
Nah, never.
All right, man, you got to go there. Stop playing around. Do better.
Get on that.
If you knew better, you do better. You know what I mean? My man is at the pop-up shop with the shirts and everything. Yes, man. And Let's talk about that, man.
Okay. Well, it wasn't in Rochester. It was in at the Cellar on Elmwood.
But you was in Rochester, right?
Yeah, but I did bounce to Rochester.
You always moving around. I can't keep up with you.
No, I love Rochester. That's like my second home. Like people, like I got fans in Rochester, and a lot of kids that be from here too travel back and forth to Rochester through sports and mutual things like that. And shit, I've had my biggest shows in Rochester, the Blue Cross Arena. You feel me? Like I performed in front of 10,000 people. Like that's my biggest show, and it just felt weird for it to not be in Buffalo, but at the end of the day, that's why I say it's like my second home. They show so much love. I don't see where. I remember like when I first came to Buffalo, a lot of people used to be like, "Man, people in Rochester don't like Buffalo dudes. They don't like," and like it was always one of those things where I'm like, "Nah, bruh, you did something to him or something."
No. Back in the day, Rochester and Niagara Falls did not mess with us.
It was it was around the time when French Montana, Meek, and Ross used to do a lot of shows together in Fab, and they used to do a lot of Rochester shows together.
I remember when they did the UB show. I was there.
Yeah, I heard that was when a lot of Rochester people used to really like get it to scrap, like start scrapping with a lot of people from Buffalo, like especially when you come out there. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. I know about all that. That's the generation we came up in, so I know about all that.
Yeah.
But before we wrap, I want to ask one thing. Okay, so September 14th is Rotadors 2.
Yeah.
You're going to be locked in there.
Yeah.
Violators, we're going to be in there.
September 7th, Music is Arts Festival. I'm going to be there too at Riverworks. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be my stage. Yeah. September 7th. And then August 24th is going to be Jay Critch. I'm opening up for Jay Critch alongside a bunch of Buffalo artists. You feel me? Live at Venue Buffalo. On Chippewa in downtown Buffalo.
Like Venue's great.
Huh?
Venue's great.
Yeah, Venue. I've never performed at Venue. Like growing up in Buffalo, like I always used to see like Lux Pure. Now I'm like, oh, I get to.
The guy that owns Venue is really cool.
Yeah.
Rancan, he's.
Oh yeah. I rock with Rancan. Shout out DJ Rancan, you dig, and shout out Concert Crave for this amazing show. They gonna do some big things in Buffalo, and then we got the Buffalo Music Festival, August 25th. Buffalo Music Festival, August 25th, live at Silo City.
Dates.
Yeah, like I've been getting a bunch of shows here, like recently. Like I haven't done much shows this year, but it's not been bothering me because I've really been putting in a lot of hard work and effort in the back end.
The end of your summer lit as hell.
The wheels never stop spinning.
You already know.
Yeah, my man, a hamster on that wheel.
Working. It's all
2 o'clock in the morning. That thing's squeaking.
It's all Hefe do. It's all the Violators do. And you already know, man. Thanks for coming on.
Or you already know, brother.
It's always a pleasure, bro.
Always.
And we gonna have you back on
this year. I just want to let you know
we gonna have you back on. We gotta have you on the third time.
Pittsburgh. Don't get mad when Juju go up high on one of y'all boys. You don't got Gronkowski no more.
We got Hardy.
Bro, when Brady leave, what you got?
Jay, you should have wrapped it up.
You should
have wrapped it up.
I kind of like this dynamic.
You should have wrapped it up.
Bro, when Brady leave, what you got?
Listen, man. Meet us
a damn
meet us in the championship game.
On that note, Juice got to get the last word.
Meet us there.
But it's your boy Jay, Super Saiyan Jaffe.
Cool guy JD, repping that Patriots, Super Bowl champions, and Lakers, the next NBA champion.
Jimmy Thump.
And your boy Hefebossup.
Look at that action figure. You already know. Boys working, we working, and we the Violators, and we out.